To create the anterior life support, open the build window, click on the building wand, choose the square, and then click the location in world where you wish to build. Use the build window to manipulate the square into the anterior life support box using the position, rotate, and stretch controls. Select stretch from the build window to bring up the sizing box. To obtain precise dimensions, click the Object tab, locate the size measurements, and manually change the values for the X, Y, and Z axes. To add texture and color, right-click on the square, select Edit, and then select the Texture tab from the Build window. Click on the tab labeled Texture, open the OpenSim library, and select Blank. To add color, click on the Texture tab, click on the box labeled Color. The Color Picker window opens, select Light Gray from the pre-saved options. Click and drag the red ring to rotate the object around the X-axis. To position the anterior life support, choose Position in the Build window. For precise results, manually enter the dimensions for the X, Y, and Z axes. To change the material of the anterior life support, click on the object, select Edit, open the Object tab from the Build window, and click on the downward arrow to view the options under Material. Select Plastic. To create the controls for the anterior life support, click on the building wand, choose the sphere, and click on the location in world where you want to build. To obtain precise results, manually resize the sphere by changing the dimensions in the build window. Copy the resized sphere by selecting position in the build window if not already selected, then hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and drag the blue arrow. To add texture and color, select the Texture tab from the build window. Click on the tab labeled Texture, open the OpenSim library, and select Blank. To add color, click on the Texture tab, click on the box labeled Color. The Color Picker window opens. Color one sphere red and the other blue. Copy the blue sphere twice by selecting Position in the Build window, holding down the Shift key, and dragging the blue arrow upward. Change the material for each control by clicking Object in the Build window and going down to the Materials options, opening the window and selecting Plastic. To position the controls onto the anterior life support, choose Position in the Build window. For precise results, manually enter the dimensions for the X, Y, and Z axes. Once all four spheres are affixed to the life support, rotate and reposition as needed. To link the spheres to the anterior life support, open the object editor by right-clicking on any object and selecting Edit. Hold down Shift, click on each sphere, the objects will appear to glow. Select the anterior life support box last since it is the root object. Once all objects are selected, go to the Tools menu and select Link. The anterior life support is now linked together. Link the anterior life support to the posterior life support by pressing Shift, clicking on the posterior life support, and then clicking on the anterior life support. Once both objects are selected, go to Tools and select Link. The two objects are now linked.